Mining Weekly Online is talking to Kleantha Pillay, the Senior Manager International Market Development of Anglo American Platinum Limited. Kleantha, can you tell us about this Platinum Group Metals Development Fund? And just give us the amount of money that is available.
Anglo American Platinum's committed to $100 million, and this will be paid out over 5 years, so $20 million a year between now and 2018. What the fund is really there to do is invest in new technologies, either startup capital or growth capital, in businesses that have an application that either use our metals or enable the use of our metals. Currently the fund size is $30 million, plus the co-investment from Bryanston of around $20 million. We currently have invested $20 million. For the foreseeable future, we've certainly got money to spend. We've evaluated a lot of deal flows currently. But we also need to focus right now on co-investment in the fund. Our target's a $300 million fund, so we've got a lot of work to do on attracting co-investors. We invested in Primus Power in December last year. Primus produces an energy storage device. Essentially, it's a flow battery, which uses significant amounts of iridium and ruthenium, probably two of our metals you hear about less often. It's really about energy storage, which is becoming a bigger and bigger thing in the world. It has two great uses. One is storage of power from energy that's renewable, so storing your solar power and using it at night when the sun's not shining. The second is also it's quite effective for peak shaving, so storing up energy you're not using during the day and using it at peak times, often when the price of that energy is more expensive. They're in testing or pilot phase with a number of companies in the US where they're based.
And how much of the Platinum Group metals is in a product?
I'm not really allowed to divulge that, obviously, from a commercial perspective for Primus, but I must tell you that the three things we look for when we make an investment are the volume of PGMs used, and I assure you it's a significant amount of those two minor metals. But we also look for market returns. So we're looking for co-investors to come into this fund with us. And obviously the strategic sort of focus we have on PGMs doesn't really apply to many other investors. So market-related returns is also a big focus for us.
And who looks for the investors?
We've got an external fund manager called Douglas Investments. They've in the past gone out looking for deal flow, running through a normal due diligence process and then making the investment. They're also involved in the ongoing management of that investment. We've also advised by a company called Bryanston Resources, who have also come in as a co-investor with us.
When do you think we will see the first product in a working situation?
There are actually 3 working units in the US right now.
Are they meeting expectations?
There are quite a few milestones attached to us making payments, and we're monitoring those very closely. And we do get quite excited when the milestones are met. We've got 2 other investments. One is in Ballard Technologies. That's a fuel cell company based in Vancouver. And obviously we're very much interested in fuel cells given the platinum use in the technology. And our second investment, also a fuel cells company based in the US called Altergy Systems. They're very much focused on the backup power for telecoms applications. And I think something to mention is, along with the Altergy investment, we've co-invested with the local Department of Science and Technology in a local fuel cell company called Clean Energy Investments. And the sort of relationship between Altergy and Clean Energy is a distribution agreement currently, again in the telecoms backup space. But our objective with this one in particular is that once we reach a sufficient scale for fuel cell offtake in South Africa, that we actually have the local manufacturing and local job creation.
Well, that was Kleantha Pillay, the Senior Manager International Market Development of Anglo American Platinum Limited, talking to us about the $100 million Platinum Group Metals Development Fund.